Welcome to the City of Colorado Springs Public Safety Communications Pre-Employment Orientation. Please view this entire presentation as you will be instructed on how to proceed from here. Our goal is to give you a glimpse of what a career in public safety communications is like, so you are better able to make the best decision when choosing whether or not to continue with the application process. The jobs we perform in the Communication Center are unique to public safety. Even in other non-public safety call centers, employees don't experience the same levels of stress, scrutiny, and responsibility. Our hiring and training programs are lengthy and labor intensive, so we want you to be well informed prior to committing to this process. We understand this job is not for everyone.
Let's start with an overview of our Communication Center personnel. Our operations staff consists of 8 floor supervisors, 44 public safety dispatchers, and 52 emergency response technicians. Our support staff includes 1 manager, 2 supervisor leads, 2 training coordinators, 1 audio specialist, 1 CAD administrator, and 2 temporary employees, one of which is a logistics consultant and the other one that works in training support.
Communications personnel are often referred to as the first responders. This is because we have the first contact with the citizen reporting an emergency, and we often provide critical, life-saving instructions over the phone. We receive our calls in one of 3 ways. The most common is by telephone, but we can also receive requests for help from citizens using text to 911 or from another agency using either a radio or a web-based messaging program. While the call takers process the request for assistance, the dispatchers send the appropriate fire or police response. The Emergency Response Technician, or ERT, is our entry-level position. This is also commonly referred to as our call-taking position. ERTs process incoming 911 and non-emergency calls for service. Customer service skills are essential as these employees are in constant contact with the public. The duties of the ERT include determining the nature of incoming calls, processing them using the most appropriate fire, police, or medical protocol, and providing caller safety and medical intervention instructions when necessary. Our call takers use a variety of computer programs to process calls, including phone software, protocol software, mapping software, and CAD, or computer-aided dispatch software. All of this technology may be necessary on a single call for service, so the ability to multitask is an essential skill to have. Here is an example of some of the calls that our ERTs handle on a daily basis.
Hello, this is 911. What's the exact location of the emergency?
I need an ambulance. My husband shot himself.
Hello? This is Colorado Springs 911. We just received a 911 hang-up call. Do you have a police, fire, medical emergency?
Yes, this guy is following us with a shotgun and he's trying to run us off the road.
Where are you at?
And he's coming up next to us now.
Make sure you...
Oh, no! Oh,
Where did he... Hello?
it sounded like shot.
Colorado Springs 911. Tell me what's exactly your emergency.
13, my daughter stopped breathing.
Colorado Springs 911. What's the address of your emergency?
Hey, help! There's a fire.
What's the address? Is that a house or apartment?
Apartment 322.
What's the fire?
Oh, in about 2 minutes I'm going to kill myself, so...
I'm having a lady having a seizure right now in the lobby of my restaurant.
Exactly what happened, but he's going in and out of consciousness,
Okay.
and his lips are blue.
Okay. Do you have someone that's with the child right now that I can speak with? Colorado Springs 911. What's the exact location of your emergency?
Well, it's not a big emergency. I don't know who else to call.
There are 2 levels of Public Safety Dispatcher, or PSD. The PSD-1 efficiently manages police and fire resources to ensure we are providing those essential services as quickly and effectively as possible. The PSD also uses CAD, but instead of a phone, they use the radio to communicate. Instead of connecting with the public, they interact with first responders. Customer service and the ability to multitask are no less important in this role. Those who elect to promote to PSD2 will attend additional in-house training so they can perform the duties of the ERT in addition to their PSD duties.
He's in the backyard now throwing rocks at us.
Channel code 1, 1631.
Taser deployed. Roll a supervisor.
23, start that way.
33. Code 20. 25, I'll be in there.
45 concern to me. 15 minutes.
513 and out. Jimmy, are you at 5240?
Hey, from 5240. He said to come in through the front.
Affirmative, kick the door, come in.
Looks like our suspect left on foot around the back of the building heading towards the east. 531, if I can have you take scene. 511 to the north. 5 Adam 71 east.
71 copy east.
1 K9, 1 if you can take south. 5 Baker 3, copy arrived.
Did you have a description?
They're still working on it.
12-5, send that to me, please.
71, confirm you said eastbound on Shelton.
Hey, Phil.
3 on 31, it just took out on me. He's got down, firing, shot fired, shot fired, shot fired, shot fired.
458, 3414.
458.
12-14.
Numerous calls on structure fire in progress at townhomes, 02 West Rockland Boulevard. People are screaming in the background. And FD, of course, is en route. We have no further details for her.
Copy. All companies. I do copy. You're responding to the townhomes at 202. It is a structure fire. It looks like the building is starting to catch on fire. There was a fire in the dumpster, and it is spreading. People are heard screaming in the area.
Engine 12 on. Engine 12 copy. Dispatch. Engine 12 is on scene.
Engine 12 on scene at 301. Also, police are en route.
Other companies from Engine 12, this is a working structure fire. Dispatch, go ahead and get me a second alarm. Other companies, this is a two-story wood frame condominium complex. We have several units involved, several vehicles involved. Engine 12 is going to set up a water supply. Engine 12 will assume command.
Obviously, we don't experience all of these call types every day, but our professionals in communications are prepared for any call at any time, and our center is busy. A quick look at some yearly stats will show you what our call volume is like. The typical volume of incoming 911 calls is 247,707, either by landline, cell phone, or voice over Internet protocol. A total of 385,563 administrative or non-emergency calls are answered yearly. We also make 209,858 outgoing calls, and there are 16,713 internal or other calls that we receive. This adds up to a total call volume of nearly 860,000. How that translates into individual workload is this. Our average daily call load is 2,356. That equates to an average hourly call load of 98. Each emergency response technician handles approximately 14 calls per hour, and our center dispatches over 420,000 police calls and over 77,000 fire and medical calls for service in a year.
The Communications Center is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. We never close and are considered essential personnel. Even when the rest of the city gets a snow day, we're required to be at work. If our employees can't make it in due to inclement weather, someone may be sent to pick them up. Overtime is required for either the ERT or PSD position. Sometimes it's required to force someone to stay for up to a few hours past the normal end of their shift. And it's important for all employees to have a plan in place to ensure family members are taken care of if that happens. Shifts are chosen in October for the following calendar year by employee seniority. Employees with the least amount of seniority have, as a last resort, been forced to change shifts. either temporarily or for the remainder of that calendar year. We recognize this can create difficulties with home life. However, it may be necessary to accommodate staffing needs. While marijuana use in Colorado is legal, it is still a violation of federal law and is not tolerated at CSPD. If you've used marijuana within 18 months, you are not eligible for hire. You can, however, reapply at least 18 months following your last marijuana use.
If after viewing this presentation you are still interested in this career path, please follow the links in your email provided by the Colorado Springs Police Department Human Resources to begin the testing process.